Hey everybody, welcome back to some more live Pokemon challenge. We were just rambling for like a half an hour about all kinds of things. I'm sure the chat is all talking about it. Literally like a minute before I was gonna start though, after like half an hour of sitting here and chatting with you guys, all of a sudden, Joey calls. He has the most amazing timing in the world. Is he challenging me? No, I don't think he is. Nope. Okay. That's fine with me. You know the rules, we have to go fight him if he challenges us. And I know this is the funnest way to start the stream, everybody, but we have to grind more. So, how's it going, everybody? Is everybody having a nice day? We are still set to no animation, right? Because we gotta get one more level, I think it is, before we get confusion. Hi, Fuzzy Legend. Owl. Does anyone know how expensive it is to live in Italy, Netherlands, and Belgium? Those are three very different countries. I don't know. Of course, as soon as I start actually recording, all the loud things start happening. There's like road construction, a fire truck just went by. Jesus. I wonder how many knock-hits I am away. Oh yeah, Madrazi says True Satellites. Just started watching on YouTube, and my god, got hooked. I mean, I'm guessing what you mean is, my god, I got hooked, yes. Loved living there after living in Indonesia for 10 years. Did you... Okay, so wait, did you come from Indonesia and you moved to the Netherlands? And if so, did you do that because of the history of the countries? Will you ever catch a Miltank? I wouldn't mind one. Miltank is a solid Pokemon. It's got a good healing move. God, I love Growlithe's cry. It's so funny to me. I don't know why. You know what? I should probably catch a Growlithe, actually. I don't think we have a fire type on the team. Or in general. Don't you use Roar on me, god motherfucker. Okay. Do you play on emulator using a controller? Yeah. PlayStation 4 controller. I talk about this in one of my Pokemon Challenge Q&A videos. I know like no one watches those, but I keep doing that. I keep going to my pack thinking it's my party. You know what it is? You know why I always do that? I'm not used to going to either of them. Because in most of my Pokemon challenges, I'm not allowed to use items in battle, and I'm not allowed to, I'm not allowed to use items in battle, and I'm not allowed to use more than one Pokemon. And so I'm just not used to using either of those in battle. Born in Canada, moved to Indonesia for your dad's mining job, college in Netherlands, moved to Australia to live back with your parents for a while. They just moved to Toronto, and you're not joining them. That sounds like my friend Whatageek. You guys might know him from his Pokemon Black and White Randomizer series that I'm a member of that series. It's me and him over on Whatageek on YouTube. He also has lived in like a dozen countries growing up. Like, it's crazy. Like, he lived in China, he lived in Japan, lived in America. I think I'm missing another country. He did high school in Qatar. Some people pronounce that place Qatar, but he always pronounced it Qatar, and he lived there for like 5 years, so I go with his pronunciation. And then he lives back in America again now. I keep doing that. God, good God. Okay, do you guys hear that, like, it sounds like a bulldozer backing up or something? Do you guys hear that? Because if so, I'll close the window. Northern Ireland, I hope you're young enough to have not dealt with the shit that Northern Ireland has. I hope you're, like, at least young enough to have not lived through the 80s of Northern Ireland. You don't hear it? Good. Thought on Mareep and its evolutions. I actually really like that evolution line. I always thought the final evolution looked really weird, though. Like, it didn't fit with the other two very well. Audio's pretty clean in general. Sweet. Okay, it wasn't true size that leveled up. I saw level up and I missed who leveled up. I'm like, why didn't you learn Confusion? No, it was Owl. Love the way you pronounce some Pokemon names. Yeah, some of them I definitely pronounce wrong, and then some of them is just people getting mad at me over my accent. And that one's always frustrating, because you don't get to pick your accent. You know? You know, I never noticed this before, but how weird is it that Pidgey has, like, purple tones to it? These pinkish purple tones. Weird. Do you have Headbutt to get Pokemon from trees? No, I didn't bother getting it. I probably should have, just because Heracross is really fun. Came here from the YouTube videos. Really enjoy your challenges. They're quite fun. Thank you. You know what? I'm just gonna put him to sleep and see if I can catch a Growlithe. I'll put him to sleep, I'll use Pound once or twice and just see if we get him. I meant to use Hypnosis. Okay, well he didn't use Growl, so... Growl. He didn't use Roar. Of course I missed. And of course he used Roar. Think those are shadows? I assume. It's just strange that they're not the same color as shadows on other things. Okay. Let's try this again. Nope. I don't know why Bite is dark, either than that they were just struggling to think of moves to have as dark type. Growlithe can't learn Growl. It can't? I guess I've never thought about that before. Right, no, it has Leer. You made an account for this. That's awesome. Alright, I can probably catch it now. I never understood that whole doggo thing. Why people say doggo? I don't get it. Caught it. Okay. I'm gonna scroll the chat. I'm just gonna flick the scroll wheel wherever my mouse lands. That's who I named the Growlithe after. Heracross is OP in this gen. Oh yeah, it's really strong. All right. No, that wasn't a good. Let me try again. I could put on infinite. No, infinite scroll would be a bad idea. I landed on King Draco. Draco? I don't know. Either way, he gifted like 10 subs in the pre-stream, so that's a good one to land on. Eiko. There we go. Thank you. All right, we got him. Is Stantler anyone's favorite Pokemon? I feel like it's one of those kind of forgettable ones. I just remembered. Someone commented on one of the recordings of one of these Pokemon Challenge streams and said that I look really angry. Like, really angry. And they were convinced I was... I don't remember if they were convinced I was really angry. They might have said that they think I'm not angry, but that I look super angry the whole time. And I don't get it. Because, you know, I always say it, like a video a day, 8 years. I read every single comment I got up until like a couple months ago when I couldn't keep up anymore. I've never had anyone say that I look angry. I don't get it. You don't see it? Yeah, I don't see it either, like at all. Like I even looked at my face in the video and I'm like, I don't think I look angry. It should get an evolution? Yeah, maybe Stantler would be more interesting if it had an evolution. Maybe it did something more interesting with the antler thing. I don't know. Ever dabbled in Final Fantasy? Yeah, I've beaten a bunch of Final Fantasy games. Okay, we finally have Confusion, so at least we can level faster. Because I'm probably gonna need a few more levels. Kratos look? I don't see that at all. My beard isn't the same shape, my face isn't the same shape. I have hair. I don't see it at all the comparison to Kratos. Stantler's based on a Japanese scarecrow. Well, see, there you go. Maybe that's why it looks kind of generic to me. I don't know what a Japanese scarecrow looks like. I like how she kind of overlaps with that text box a little. You like the Bellspirit line and the Horsey line? Those are pretty cool ones. Alright, we haven't fought any of the trainers out west yet, so let's fight some. Biker stereotype? I don't see that either. I mean, I have a black leather jacket. You guys have seen me wear sometimes. I wore that through, like, most of high school. I still wear it occasionally. I do really like that jacket. Alright, let's just put Confusion at the top because Pound does just about nothing. Slim did a little more than I was expecting. Still not that bad. I do really like Wooper, yeah. It's a shame it's, like, cripplingly weak to grass, but still, it's fun. I like the Water Ground type combo. There's a few Pokemon with that. Mudkip. Well, not Mudkip, but Marsh Stomp and whatnot. They have that type combo. Have you ever played Pokemon Sun or Moon? Yes, on stream and on YouTube, a little bit. Sun. Not a ton, maybe 3-4 hours total? Yeah, Water Ground type is a fun combo. Flaffy, wow, that barely did anything, I'm switching. I never remember Flaffy's name. This is my Rattata? Yeah. I'm gonna send Side out there. You watched the Sunkern Challenge. I watched the whole CK2 Let's Play. You're from Slovakia, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a long one. Here's a Reddit survey of favorites. Not sure if this is against stream chat rules. No, I don't have any rule about that, that's fine. Although, in the future, if you weren't sure if it was against the rules, you should probably ask before you post it. But the rules are just that little blurb at the beginning that just says, like, please don't spam, have fun. I don't really need very strict rules. I've never really had issues with people being dicks in the chat. It doesn't really happen. Usually if it does happen, it's just something you can talk through with people, you know? No need to go swinging a ban hammer around. I think I only have like one guy banned on the whole Twitch page, even though I've been streaming for all these years. I don't even remember what they were doing. They were being... I think they were just spamming like ethnic slurs and crap. Something like that. And it's like, come on, man. Like, it was literally just like a copy and paste thing too. It's not even like some kind of cultural divide. I love Tauros. It's not even like some kind of cultural divide where they're just using a word and it's like it's fine where they are but not here. No, it's just like caps lock, spam it, copy paste a bunch, just try and be a shit disturber. So I think we've banned someone for that before. Non-confrontational? No, I'm incredibly confrontational. That's why I confront them and I talk to them about it. Being non-confrontational is just bam them and don't have a conversation and act like they're not a human. That's my thing is everybody who's typing in the chat is another human being, and so I try to talk to them on some kind of human level first. It's why I make a good moderator, is because I don't act like I'm better than other people. I'm happy to get a Tauros. I really like Tauros. All right, who do we get? We got Christopher Dawn. I think that's how you pronounce that. I think we're only going to be able to fit Christopher, so we'll go with that. Okay. Just making sure I get this right. I'm not the best spellist in the world. There we go. Got him. When are you planning on uploading the 2K19 best of? I still need to find time to watch it first. That's how it's pronounced? Awesome. Alright, let's go heal. Tauros has a good moveset from TMs. Yeah, and it's got a lot of power too. Like, I remember a normal type only run that I did a really long time ago. Like, 7 years maybe? I remember my Tauros had Horn Attack, and it did a lot of damage considering Horn Attack is not a very special move. I'm in the way of you'd rather talk than jumping to ban or fighting. Yeah. I just call that not being a dick. I think a lot of people who have mod powers really let it go to their heads, and it's disappointing. Tauros is awesome, but has a horrible life, because wherever it runs, it accidentally whips itself with the sails. That is kind of hilarious. Can't escape, damn. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just play with animations off for a little while, maybe turn it back on for like gym battles, like I do in the Pokemon challenges normally. Yeah, Taurus is a really strong normal type. Yes, I know that Stantler is Dan Eviden's favorite Pokemon. Like, I think that's been added at me 100 times in the chat now. Sorry, I didn't say it out loud. You mean normal hairstyle Buffland, right? Yes. It still blows my mind that I called Buffland as a joke in one of the Pokemon challenges. Or sorry, yeah, I called Buffland, what was it? Tauros with an afro. And then, you know, later on the next attempt, I just called it Buffland because it's Buffland. But I call it Tauros with an afro because that's the joke that like everyone says is Tauros with an afro, because it totally is. Tons of people have tried to correct me on that, and it's like, guys, have you no sense of humor? But that's what it, exactly, right? That's what it is. And that's the thing too, is like, I rip on a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon. I think like, Gen 5 is one of those gens where every new Pokemon is either really cool or really crap. There's like no quality control, because there's so many of them. Is Buffland a Tauros evolution? No, it's unrelated, which is the funniest thing. Yeah, I actually, despite how I think Buffland is really lazy, because it literally is just Tauros with an afro, I actually really like it just because its design is really cool. I think it looks cool enough that it gets a pass for me. As long as your design is cool, I don't really care if it's a lazy idea, you know? The Reddit poll has Ninetales as the most loved ice type? Oh, cause Alolan. I would need to have a list of ice types in front of me to be able to pick what my favorite is. Because I don't really know. I do like ice type quite a bit. Like, as a type. Even if defensively it's really bad. Offensively, it's fantastic. Managed to catch your first stream of mine. I hope you have fun. Articuno. Articuno's pretty cool. Now, Truth, I believe only played Gen 1. I think. Truth, how free are you later today? Because we still need to do another awesome play session of A, Dwarf Fortress, and B, we need to play some Hearts of Iron 4. I still need to keep teaching you Hearts of Iron 4. It's fun. Lapras or Frostlass? I'm guessing you're saying those are your favorites, or is one of the two for ice. I like Lapras a lot. Lapras is really cool. I always forget that it's an ice type, though. I always think of it as just water. You played Gen 1, 2, and Pearl. Oh, I thought it was just Gen 1. What did you think of Gen 2 and Pearl? Because I know that you liked Gen 1. I think people generally agree that Gen 2 is really good. I really like Gen 2 as well. I think it's just a fantastic, like, man, the fact that they put Kanto in it as well is crazy. Like, they really went above and beyond in Gen 2. Pearl, though, I don't blame you if you just lost interest in Pearl. I lost interest in Gen 4 as well. Gen 4 and 5. Gen 4, I only got like a few gyms into the game originally. Even though I think it's a good game, I don't know what it was. I kind of lost interest. And Gen 5, I came back in the series, and on my first playthrough, I got up to the Elite Four, and I had to grind before the Elite Four, and I just put the game down. I just didn't feel like getting farther into it. Don't know what it was. I couldn't get super into Gen 5. And it's funny because now, you know, Gen 5 was a long time ago, and looking at it now, I actually quite like a lot about Gen 5. I like a lot about Gen 5 now. But still, the plot, I'm not into. God, his defense is really beefing up. I'm not into the plot from Gen 5. I'm not into how linear Gen 5 is. Gen 5 is extraordinarily linear.